Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the summer stream. Very exciting to have you here. As you might be able to see, what we've got right here is a continuation of Connect 4. Challenge Dave to Connect 4. Do you think you can do it? So, I want you guys to get in the chat and get your game face on. The last couple of weeks, I've actually won. I don't pretend to be a Connect 4 expert by any stretch, but I don't know. I've been on a bit of a lucky streak. It's been pretty great. Is this your week? Is this the week you're going to take me down? Let me know in the chat. Are you feeling confident? Are you feeling confident? So we're all set up. I'm going to make some wee numbers, 1 to 7. I want you guys. Oh, hang on. Let me get it on the screen. I can do this. Where is it? Ba-ba-ba-bum. Dave is red. Chat is yellow. Pick a number in the chat. So if you're in the chat right now, give me a number 1 to 7. What are you thinking? I think I'm probably going to jump in with probably number 4. I feel like I always want to go in the middle. I feel like that's just like the best place. So let's try that. Strong start. Oh wait a minute, you can't even see that. I've just realized that my my camera's not low enough. I promise you I have put a piece in there. Right, okay, let me prop this up properly. Here we go. Should be coming into frame. Whoa, I'm seeing a massive delay here. Okay, so there we it's a bit slanted. Let's prop it up a bit more. So where are you gonna go? I've gone 4. Yellows, where are you going? Where are you going? What are you feeling? What do we think, guys? I mean, at the minute, it's looking like it's just going to be a Dave victory. There's no suggestions of where to go. Let me adjust this camera a little bit again. I don't feel like we're quite in the right spot. Here we go. So where are you thinking? Where are you going to go? Very little activity right now in the chat. Your move. Oops. I mean, personally, I'd be tempted by, I don't know, number 2, number 3. Pretty strong. What number are you going for, guys? Let me write this out so it's nice and clear. Because you may be thinking, Dave, how am I supposed to play Connect 4? How do I even do this? Right there. Numbers 1 to 7. You may not be able to see that very well. There we go. We've got a little bit of light on the. There we go. Cully. One left from me. That's number 3. All right, Cully. Number 3. Good job. Okay. Got 9 minutes. Hey, Samuel and Sarah. Good to see you guys in the chat. Where are we thinking? Numbers 1 to 7. Cully has kicked things off. Oh wait, it's me. Oh my word. It's been a long day, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go 5. Where do you want to go next? Oh dear. Connect 4 is hard. I've obviously not got the skills. Oh, that was my dad, not me. Hey Mark, good to see you. Well, Cully, get stuck in, mate. Carry the torch for the Forbes clan. What's the next move? I mean, at the minute, if we were playing Connect 2, I'd be doing pretty well. But where are you guys going? Ari, number 2. Okay, got you. Here we go. Boom. Oh yeah, that's me. This is what I do every time. I forget that I actually have to do something. I'm going to go 4 again. Straight down the middle. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Could be the time to be thinking about diagonals, guys. Just throwing that in there. I don't know. Don't know how that sits. Cully, do you want to weigh in? Ari, Sarah and Samuel, guys, come on, it's your move. Where are we going? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7? 4. Boom. Okay. Stopping that vertical climb before it had started. Okay, I'm gonna go 3. Okay, guys, your move. Where are we going? Where are we going? Connect 4, the game of the masters, the game of trying to outmaneuver your opponent. Okay, 3 again. Okay. Sarah and Samuel. Dave's up. Oh, guys, I am gonna go 6. Okay. That's me going 6. Where are we next? I mean, I don't want to scream out the obvious answer, but there is an obvious place to go. Can you make it bigger? Oh yeah, maybe. Hang on. Can I? Yeah, I think I can. There we go. Whoa, that's very big. All right, let's move him over a little bit. Oops. I'm kind of like blocking the thing now. Okay, let me move it back. It's very unstable. Oh dear. Right, hang on. Gonna make this work. I was propping it up on loads of random books. I think you can just about see that. There we go. Right, we're back in business. Where are you gonna go, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. 7. Yep. Makes sense. Guys, unfortunately, you've been hoodwinked. It's the old, they call this one the Kosanovan split. And as you can see, I've went there and it looks like it's game over. Another Dave victory. Oh my word. This is quite something. I'm afraid I've won. You see, if you go to 6, then I'll go to 2, and if you go to 2, I'll go to 6. So I've won this round. We might have time for another quick one. Now that we can all see a little clearly. I mean, I'm going to say that was, you know, when you're a kid and you go to a party and there's like the practice round. I'm going to say that was the practice round because it was a little bit small. 6 and 2. Nice try, nice try. All right, okay, let's start again. You guys start this time. And you are yellow. Where do you want to go? Thanks, Sarah and Samuel. Appreciate the support. Where you want to go, guys? I mean, I think I've made a good case for starting in the middle, starting 4, but it's up to you guys where you want to go. 1, okay. A little bit different. Okay, I'll go here. 5. Quick fire, quick fire. Let's get it going. 4. Okay. Right. I'm gonna go 4 as well. Where are you going next, guys? Three minutes. 3 and a bit minutes. 4. Oh no, wait. 4. 4's an old comment. I won't go 4 again. Where do you want to go? 1 to 7. 3. Okay. I wasn't born yesterday, but a good try, a good try. A valiant effort. Ariana, you've said 3 again. I don't know if that's a delay. I think it might be. But for the sake of time, I'm just going to put it in 3. Oh, no, 2. Okay. Let's go 2. Right. There we go. I am going to go 3. Yep. I think I've done it correctly. I think I've followed the chat. Okay, your move, guys. 3. Going for the old diagonal. Okay, I'm gonna go whatever this one is. 5. Okay. Ariana, do you definitely want to go 4? You've written it lots of times. Yes, okay. Cause it'll block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah. Block the old diagonal. Then I'm going to block you in return. Oh, guys. Parry and thrust. That was old. Oh, sorry. Yeah. It's hard when there's a little delay on the chat. It does make this game tricky. All right, guys. 90 seconds. Go on. Let's speed it up. Let's speed it up. You can do this. What's next? Hmm. 7. Okay. I'm gonna go 7 as well. 1 minute left. 5. I don't know if that's old, but I'm just gonna take it. 5. There we go. 52 seconds left. I'm probably gonna have to cut about 30 seconds, guys. 5 again. It was probably old. Oh wait, is it my go? I think it's my go. Let's go there. 3 and 4. Let's go 3. And we'll go there. And we'll need to leave it there, guys. I'll give it to you. 6. It's a youth victory. Well done. Woo! All right. Okay. See you very shortly on the chat. Excellent game, guys. Well played. See you in a few seconds. Ta-ta.
With surprises, have some fun. Come hang out with everyone. When we're all together, we're living the dream. Come hang out at the summer stream. Summer stream.
Well, hello everyone. Wow, what a treat that was. What a battle. I think it was actually a yellow victory. So well done, guys. Although the chat was a little delayed, so I don't really know. But well done, well done, well done. My name's Dave, guys. Welcome to Summer Stream. As you can see, my green screen's gone a little bit weird today. It's a little bit fuzzy. I hope that's not too distracting. I might just give it a little cheeky tweak. We'll just Oh, that looks a little bit dull, doesn't it? But that's the reality of what is behind me. Yeah. Oh, there we go. We'll just have a little bit of my face disappear, and that's probably better. Guys, welcome to Summer Stream. It's so lovely to have you here. We've got a super fun night planned tonight. Lots of amazing, amazing things that are going to be going on. But what I want to do right now is... Oh, no. Is it going to work? It might work. Let me see if I can get this to work. I tried to do this the other week and it failed, but come on, I'm believing for it this time. Whoa, I think that's worked. I think you can hear music. Guys, we've got a special guest. Let's welcome her now, Sarah Chelsea! Could you hear any music there, Sarah? Oh dear, I can't hear you at all. This is upsetting. Sarah, I can't hear anything you're saying. I heard the Jurassic Park music nice and loud, but sadly, your mic seems to have disappeared. Guys, can you comment on the chat? Can you hear Sarah, or is it just me? Because I think your mic possibly isn't working. Which, you know, being a guest that can't speak will make this an interesting experience for everyone. It'll be very interesting. Well, Sarah's having a little tweak of her settings. See if we can get her sound on. I heard the music, but not Sarah. Well, I mean, I'm glad you heard the music, Ariana. But yeah, Sarah, you're the one we want to hear from. Oh, well, as Sarah's getting ready, let me fill you guys in a little bit of what I've been up to. I have been very busy today. I've been a busy boy, out and about. Oh, she's gone. I think Sarah's going to leave and come back in, and hopefully our settings will have changed. I've been a very busy boy. But the other day, I went to the beach, and it was actually glorious. There were people out, like, soaking up the sun. I got, like, I don't know if you can see, there's a little bit of red here. I got some pink, but it was like, honestly, it was like being in the Caribbean or something like that. It was absolutely amazing. There's very few times in the year when you're in Aberdeen and you're like, do you know what? This actually could be the Caribbean. And yesterday was one of those days for me. I had a lovely, lovely time. Hit us up in the chat. Let us know what you guys have been up to. Have you been soaking up the sun? Have you been, I'm trying to think of the other stuff we've had in the past. Plants. There's been a lot of growing plants, knitting, baking, things of that nature. Has summer changed for you? Are you still doing that kind of thing, or not? Maybe it's different for you. Let us know in the chat. Ariana, Sarah, Cully, I know you're there as well, and there's a few other folk. Guys, what have you been up to? It's a little interesting, this, because if Sarah doesn't appear, I don't really know what plan B is. I mean, we'll have fun. It's fine. It's the summer stream. The key thing about summer stream is it's chilled. It's a relaxed affair. Everyone's just enjoying themselves. Okay, I think Sarah might be back. 1, 2, 3. Hello? I can't hear you. Oh my word! What a shame! What a shame! Oh, Sarah. Maybe you can jump in the public chat and say hi. Type hi to everyone. I don't know. That's a little bit of a shame. If we can't get your mic to work, Sarah, maybe we could bring you on as a special guest another time. Oh, she's gone again. She's trying again. Let's have a little look at what everyone's been up to. Sarah and Samuel mountain biking at Glen Tress. I don't know if that's how you say that. For 3 days. Oh my word. You guys must be knackered. I'm assuming you slept somewhere in that time and you weren't just doing that for 3 days straight. That is impressive. Mountain biking, we got very muddy. I'm not surprised. Wow. And then the other end of the active spectrum, Ariana, you did not go mountain biking. You got ice cream and Costa. I'm going to be honest, that's a little bit more my speed. That's a little bit more like, yes, I'm going to sit down and not move too much. But lovely stuff. Collie, nothing to do. Garden's dug up, and it'll take a month after this before I can go into the garden. Man, yes, I did see that picture, Collie, of like there being diggers and stuff in your garden. Pretty intense. Are you? I mean, would you normally spend a lot? Is the garden like your like chilling spot? Is that kind of where you would hang? Sarah says, I'll try one more time, although she's coming up as Sarag, which I enjoy. If you happen to see Sarah, feel free to call her Sarag. Yeah, Collie says, yes, the garden is your chill space. Yeah. Oh, man, I hear you. Yeah, you got to get out in nature. Talus, nothing really to do. I hear that, man. I hear that. Well, maybe some of the comments can be inspirational. Maybe you can look at mountain biking, Costa and ice cream, or well, College wasn't really like an activity. It was more just a longing for the garden to come back. But yes, Talus, any of those, take your pick. Or you can do what I did and go to the beach and get a tiny bit sunburn. Okay, Sarah may or may not be joining us. If she's not here tonight, that's totally fine. We will come up with a plan B, and we'll have her another night. But Sarah, if you don't know, she is one of our, she is our children's pastor. She looks after all the kids' work in church. Okay, she's come back again. We're going to try it. 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
I can hear something. Hey, Sarah.
Hey. I thought I'd go with Sarah. Maybe it'll be my new one. Change it legally.
Oh, so happy to have you on. I'm sorry for all the faff. I don't know what happened there, but
so sorry, everybody.
Guys, guaranteed it will be worth the wait. We love Sarah here.
I just wanted to hype myself even more.
It's the kind of thing where you're like, let's get the applause going. Come on. No, it's not high enough yet. Come on. Like, beautiful. Oh, well, so good to have you.
Wonderful to
Sarah,
be here.
What have the last few days been like? What have you been up to?
Oh, delightful time. I was actually on holiday last week, so went down to the Lake District, which I don't think I've ever been to before. Would highly recommend. Beautiful lakes, beautiful districts. The
district, the best part. That's the bit everyone goes for.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, really nice. And then went to Edinburgh for a little bit.
Fun.
And then road trip, came all the way back. It was a great old time.
Oh, my words. It sounds like you're Sarah and Samuel's type, mountain biking for 3 days. You sound pretty active. You're like,
mountain biking would be fun. We didn't mountain bike this time, but we paddleboarded and we walked and we explored a cave.
I'd never heard of paddleboarding before, and now it feels like everyone's doing it. Is it a new thing, or am I just like?
I think it's become super popular in the last couple of years. So I got a board last summer, and 10 out of 10 would recommend. It's so fun. You're
like just like standing up and kind of going like that, right? Is that the idea? It's
so nice. You're like you feel like you're the king of the water, and it's like it's really like compared to surfing or something. It's minimum effort. So you just like, you can paddle a little bit. I often then just sit down or lie down on the board, and then you just float in the middle of a lake. It's real chill, yeah.
I feel like I need to get into this. Sounds amazing.
It's very relaxing.
Wow.
Love it.
Well, absolutely love that. Well, very, very exciting. Guys, it's lovely to have Sarah with us. As I was saying, Sarah is our children's pastor. So if you kind of have been around church for a while and you came up through Catalyst Kids, or what used to be called MAD, you'll definitely know who Sarah is. And if you don't know who she is, oh man.
Lovely to meet you.
Yeah, lovely to meet you. That's right. So we're super excited to have Sarah here. We're going to be hearing a little bit of Sarah's story in a wee while, but we're going to kick off with a little game. And so this game, you may have played this already. I don't know. Sarah, you might have heard of it before. Linky? Is that ringing any bells?
Yes, it does.
Brilliant. Hey, why don't you tell us how to play?
Well, I played it about 5 years ago. Can't remember the rules. I think there's a link.
Yes, you're going to hear four. I just want to throw you in the deep end there. I enjoyed that. You're going to hear four, what are they, like not questions. Yeah, questions. And they've got an answer.
Yes,
and then
it's all coming back.
Those four answers are going to link. So in the chat, guys, what we want you to do, normally we'd be like, we'd give you something and then you have to like write really quick what the answer is. For this one, you're going to have to hang fire because we're going to give you four separate questions. And then I would recommend getting a piece of paper or your phone or something where you can write down what you think the answers are. When you get those four answers, you think, what could the link be between those things? So, I don't know, like the answers could be John and Paul and George and Ringo. And then you might think, Ringo. Those four people are the Beatles, or it could be anything. Anything could link these four things. So I think that makes sense. I think I've explained that in a coherent and cohesive way. So we're gonna jump in. Let's do it. Right. Okay. So this is the first one. Get ready in the chat. As always, there will be excellent prizes. We will be doing Wheel of Wonder right here.
Wow.
Oh, I very nearly pulled out the cable that has my internet connected to my computer there, so that would have been cool. Basically, would have just left you to do summer stream on your own, Sarah. You've got this. You got this. Okay, cool. Question number one. When you earn money for your family, you bring home the what? So when you're earning some money, earning some cash for the family, what are you bringing home? You're bringing home the... What's that missing word there? Okay, so don't type that in the chat. Just have it in your mind. I don't know how to pronounce this. Dachshund is a type of dog. Am I saying that right, Sarah? Dachshund?
Dachshund?
Dachshund. Sounds a bit more German.
Could be sausage dog, isn't it?
Yes, that is the answer. The answer is sausage. So you've got a free one right there. So bring it over.
You're welcome, everybody.
Oh, I love it. So that's question number two. The answer is sausage dog to number two. So one of your links is sausage dog. Number three. Sorry, I'm a bit emotional around this quiz. The main ingredients in mayonnaise are oil and what? What's the other big one? I'm sure if you look on a packet on a thing of mayonnaise, there'll be lots of ingredients. But what's the main thing? Oil and what? What makes up mayonnaise?
Wow.
And question number four. In Jack and the Beanstalk, for what did Jack exchange his mother's cow? So Jack had his mother's cow and he swapped it for what? What item kickstarted his whole adventure? So there's four answers there, and then take those four answers and then tell me what the link is. So the first one, you're bringing home the something if you're making money. The second one, sausage dog. The third one, mayonnaise. The main ingredients are oil and blank. What's that answer? And then in Jack and the Beanstalk, Jack, what does he exchange his mother's cow for? And where are we? Oh, we've got a couple of answers. Sarah, what do you think before we read any out? What are your thoughts?
My main thought this very moment isn't actually about the link. I'm just feeling quite sorry for Jack's mum's mum.
Yeah, but then...
That's quite emotional, losing a cow.
But then I think, does he not get loads of gold or something at the end and make them rich?
So do you think he gave the gold to his mum?
I think the whole family benefited, right?
Okay.
I don't think it's like he ran away.
Oh, now I feel better for the mum. I just felt sorry. She probably really liked that cow. And just to have your son steal your cow and sell it is quite... That's the only thought. I don't have a link. I just...
Okay.
I'm just feeling sorry for his mum.
Oh, well, that so kind-hearted of you. The correct answer is fry up. So bringing home the bacon, sausage dog, oil and eggs, and then magic beans. So all of those things
Ariana,
together
Sarah, and
make a
Samuel
fry
are
up.
on it.
So we've got what's in a breakfast. Sarah and Samuel went for cooked breakfast. If I'm being honest, I think I might go for cooked breakfast over what's in a breakfast. I'm sorry, Ariana, but it's the answer is fry up, so I think that's a bit more specific. So Sarah and Samuel, well done, good job. You got a cheeky point. Good job. All right, okay. Let's move things along. Let's keep it going. If you support the Magpies, which football team do you support? You may or may not know. They're English Premier League team. If you don't know all the answers, it's okay. You might be able to make a link with three of them. But maybe you do know the answer to that. If you support the Magpies, what football team do you support? Steinbach are famous for making which instrument? Steinbach.
There's so many facts to learn here.
I know. I mean, you guys are everyone's gonna come away like really well informed, well-rounded individuals.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. Steinbach make which famous instrument? Sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Number 3, name the game that ends with checkmate. So in what game would you say checkmate? And then number 4, what's the female equivalent of a monk? So monks tend to be guys. What would a lady monk be called? They wouldn't be called a lady monk.
Monkess.
Monkess, yes. What do you think? This is you've got to think about this. You know what, to help you out, and this may not help you out, I might give you the answer for the first one, because if you don't know football, it's hard. But the answer to the first one is Newcastle United. So think about Newcastle United. I'm not seeing anything on the chat, so maybe I'll just give answers one by one and see if anyone is prompted. This one's thinking outside the box. So Newcastle United, Steinbach are famous for making which instrument? Do you know, Sarah?
The flute.
No.
What a shame.
It's a good shout. It's the piano, which is, you know, similar-ish. Yeah.
They both make music.
Yes, it was a musical instrument. That's right. And name the game that ends in checkmate. That's Sarah. I feel like I'm putting you on the spot.
Chess. I know that one.
Yes.
Chess.
And female equivalent of a monk, not a monkess. It's a nun.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if that's like, but that's right? Like, I haven't written this question, but would you say that? Piano, chess, anything. What will be helpful for this? Visualize all of those things in your head. See them floating around if you can, and what links these things visually? That's my big clue.
I think I know the answer, and I'm very excited. On the edge of my seat. Come on, you can do it.
You can do it, guys.
You've all got this.
Oh, I just got a message from Vodafone. That's great. Okay. Sorry, that went off very loudly. And
do they know the answer?
Maybe they do. Ariana, the sound of music. I'm afraid not. Sarah Samuel, black and white. Yes. Oh my word. Well done.
Great job. You guys are on fire.
I like that one. You have to like think outside the box. Okay. The next one. Here we go. What type of animal was Eeyore? Eeyore, what type of animal was he? So that's number 1. Complete the name of the saggy old cloth cat. Bag what? I wouldn't really know this. It's quite old, but you might know it. An old cat is like a character made of cloth. Bag what?
Sounds really appealing.
Yeah, you know that old cloth cat.
That cloth.
Number 3, who was Geppetto's puppet son? So who is Geppetto's puppet son? And number 4, what is the name of the biscuit-shaped figure flavored with ginger? So a biscuit-shaped figure flavored with ginger. I'll read those quickly while we're waiting on the chat. What type of animal is Eeyore? That's number 1. Saggy old cloth cat, bag, something. Who is Geppetto's puppet son? And then what is the name of the biscuit-shaped figure flavored with ginger? Do you have any thoughts there? I mean, without giving answers away, if you'd know it, do you think you've got an idea or not?
I think I know all of the answers, but I don't have a clue how they link. But maybe I've got all the answers wrong, and therefore they don't link.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep. Oh, there's some answers.
Sarah and Samuel have a. Ooh, so does Ariane.
The correct answer is, well, I'll tell you what they were. The first one was donkey, then it was Puss, and then Pinocchio, and then Gingerbread Man. And the answer is they're all characters in Shrek. Well done, Ariana! Woo! Now, guys, I forgot to say that was a game with 3 rounds. So that last round was kind of a little bit pointless because Sarah and Sam had already won. But Ariana, very well done. Anyway, great job. Yeah, I mean, I think initially I would have been like, oh yeah, children's characters, but to go that next level,
Shrek is impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, that's knowledge right there. So well done. Shrek is iconic in cats.
It is, except from after number 3, it's a disaster, a train wreck. Some would say, I would say, it's a train wreck.
That's very much your opinion. I feel like I've seen Shrek 1 and 2. I don't remember Shrek 3 being particularly memorable. Is it any good?
To be honest, no. Let's say it's a train wreck after Shrek 2. In that case.
Okay.
I think from there on, it's not very memorable.
Yeah, they kind of made 4, and then I think it kind of like ended after that. Yeah. But man, the first Shrek, I remember that like it was yesterday.
So good.
Oh, so right. Good. Hey, Sarah and Samuel, you've got the Wheel of Wonder.
This is so exciting.
What are we gonna get? Give me a number 1 to 10. How hard am I spinning this thing? Right now, I'm probably at like a 2 or 3.
Ooh, 8.
Oh, 8. Okay, that's good. I didn't like that. Wait. What you got? Oh! You were a £10 Amazon voucher. You were very close to getting a virtual high five or an inspirational quote, but you won big with the Amazon voucher. Congrats, guys. Well done. Let me just say, I realize there's a bunch of prizes that are on hold and people haven't received yet. They will be coming very soon, I promise. Well done, Sarah and Samuel. Congrats. Wow, £10 Amazon voucher.
I wonder what you're going to buy.
Who can say? Oh, fantastic. Sarah, it's so good to have you here. We just love to hear a really quick snapshot about you and just, how you got to where you are today. Could you tell us a little bit about your story about how you met Jesus?
Mm-hmm. So I grew up in a Christian family, which is quite lucky. And so was always surrounded with people who loved Jesus and who set a really good example of how to live life loving Jesus and with Jesus in the good times or in the not so good times. And grew up actually in what was City Church, Catalyst Vineyard. I've been there since I was a baby. And I think my memory is, I remember being in the downstairs hall where we do kids now. That's where we used to do kids when I was a kid. And I remember this person had come in, I think I was like 5 or 6. And this person had come in to give like a special talk about this gift that you can choose to open or not open. And then I remember saying that was a gift. The gift was Jesus. Spoiler alert.
I played with that remote control car for days and days.
Oh, it was delightful. Yeah, so I remember that was when I gave my life to God. Wow. My relationship with God has obviously changed since being a 5-6-year-old till now. I think when I was in youth, in what was back in the day, mezzo. That was probably quite a huge moment of actually realizing that this faith wasn't just something that my parents believed, but it was something that it was a personal relationship, and a relationship that I could have, and just like any personal relationship, a relationship that I could choose to invest in and do different things to grow and strengthen that relationship. And then again, probably similar to quite a lot of people, obviously youth won't have experienced this part of life yet, but I think probably had quite a few moments throughout uni where I was then, you're suddenly out living by yourself and meeting people with really different opinions or beliefs, or so I had like a bit of a moment probably at that stage of life, just kind of re-evaluating maybe and being like, right, this is something I believed as a kid, this is something I believed as a teenager, is this something that I want to believe as an adult? And kind of wrestled with a few things at that stage, and prayed a lot during that point in life, and chatted to God about it, and chatted to people who I trusted and loved about that, and decided it was something that I actually couldn't see my life without God. Life didn't make sense to me without God, and life seemed all the better with God in it. So yeah, decided it was something for me.
I think there's something so interesting about that thing of like having those moments of questioning stuff and being like, this, because you said like, oh, I was in church from when I was a baby, and like became a Christian quite when you were like fairly young, and like having that moment of like, oh, actually, like what do I believe? And like, I mean, is that something that you you kind of reflect on now and think like, oh, that was like negative that I had those doubts or that moment of like not really being sure, or like how do you look at that now? Do you?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's healthy and helpful to figure out what you believe and why you believe it. And so yeah, I think I found it a really healthy moment of kind of almost like if you have an argument with someone or something.
I never do.
And it's
I hear other people do. Yeah.
when other people have arguments with other people, or like sometimes in like family and friendships, you have kind of tension moments, and in those moments, like when you like chat through something with someone, like that relationship often grows stronger because suddenly they see a whole other side of you, you see a whole other side of them, and you kind of grow even more in that relationship. I feel like that's what it was like with God almost, that it was a moment of kind of being like, oh, this part of things, why do I believe that? Why? Oh yeah, okay, no, like actually now I've seen a whole other side of God through that, or learn a whole other side of how I think and act. And so yeah, I found it a really helpful thing to kind of just know what I believed and why, and how I wanted that to affect the rest of my life. And I think sometimes it's easy to let faith become a passive thing, but like I think it helps to, I don't know, just grow and stretch it into like, oh no, this is something that I believe, and this is something that I want to affect my whole life, and then make a conscious decision to let that be the case.
So good.
Yeah.
I love that. I remember being a young person, and this is gonna date me, right? But when I was in youth group, the Da Vinci Code, I don't know if you've heard of that, like that book came out. And the chat was like, oh my word, this like disproves like that God exists and all this kind of stuff. And I remember like as a young person being like afraid to read it because I was like, oh man, like, what if that's the case? And like, I was almost like scared to question stuff in case like that like brought my faith crashing down or whatever. But like, I think totally what you've said, like there's totally something really healthy about us actually just like being honest when we've got questions, and not either pushing that under the surface, or I don't know, like just running away from it, but actually being like, I'm not really sure about this right now. And then like the Bible actually talks about work out your salvation. And it's this idea of like, don't just like, you know, be like, okay, that's true, and like never think about it. But like God's like, do you know what? There's so much depth and like good stuff to get if like, you know, you try and work it out and be like, how does this apply to my life, God? And
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? So I'm
Yeah,
so
definitely.
it's just so encouraging to hear you say that stuff. I absolutely love it. Sarah, can I just ask you, just as we're wrapping up, would you? I mean, obviously, we're in a weird time. It's the usual chat, unprecedented times, and all that. But we're in this like really weird moment. Like, what is there anything that you would want to maybe like say to yourself if you were in this position when you were in school, that like to encourage? I mean, I don't know why I phrased it like that. You don't have to say it to yourself. Basically, is there anything you would say to a young person, or is there anything that like you that you would just want to say as an encouragement or something you've learned, or what do you think?
I don't know if this is completely answering your question, but
It was a vague and strange question. I'll give you that.
but I was praying about all of you youth, as I was making my breakfast, buttering my toast this morning, and something came into my head, and it was this part of the Bible that I think is actually probably one of I think it's maybe my favorite like aspect or part of the Bible, and it was in Genesis 1:2, and it's this part that says you can go find it in your Bible, read it in your Bible, enjoy. It talks about how like the earth was empty and formless, and the Spirit of God hovered, and then it's from that moment of like this blackness, like that moment of emptiness and darkness is the place where God hovered, and it was from that place that God like created life and like suddenly drew out all of this life and goodness, and it's just it just came into my head again. And I think sometimes in moments like this, I find that a helpful thing to remember about God's. I think that like that picture says a lot about God's character, that places in us or places in the world where things seem dark or empty or a little bit kind of formless, or like those people and with those people in those places are the exact places where God chooses to hover, and God's Spirit comes close, and out of those places I think is where God often chooses to bring out real life and real beauty and create something fresh and new. So I don't know how all of the youth have found lockdown. I think for a lot of people, I know it's a time where it can feel your emotions, mental health, emotional health, physical health, spiritual health, everything can sometimes get a bit jumbled. I think my encouragement would be that if you feel at all empty or formless or dark, if your emotions or your mind has felt a little bit dark at all, I just encourage you that that's the very place where God chooses to hover and draw life out of. And if you have felt like that in lockdown, I'd encourage you to go to God, set aside, like you do in any normal relationship, set aside time to be with God in whatever way suits you, and ask God what is the life that He wants to draw out of you, what are the things He wants to create in you at this time, I think would be my little bit of thought for the day.
So good. So good. Just as you were talking about that, it made me think of John chapter 1. And I'd love just to read this to us. We were gonna play a little video, but I actually think we're gonna not do that, and I'll just put the video in the Discord chat, guys, and you can watch it in your own time. Yeah, I just felt like I just wanted to read that just off the back of what Sarah said. So this is from John chapter 1. and it says this: in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him all things were made. Without him nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. And it's this bit that kind of was really highlighted to me. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. And you just what Sarah was saying there and sharing, I just think that maybe for some of us tonight, it feels like maybe we feel like we are in a dark place, or it feels like I don't know where the light is, I don't know where the hope is, but just that thing that Sarah was talking about out of nothing, out of darkness, like God like called light into being. And I just want you guys to remember that last thing in particular, that the light shines in the darkness has not overcome it. Even if it feels like it's really dark right now and it's really hard and things are just tough, God is still with us, and that light will not be beaten, will not be kind of overwhelmed by however bad things might appear or however bad they might get. But his light is still there. I wonder if we could just pray, guys. We're gonna wrap up in a few minutes, guys. But maybe we could just pray. Sarah, would you be happy if we do that? And we'll just be asking God to give us words, and we'll maybe just like speak them out. I don't know why I phrased that really weird. That's how that happened.
Yes, that sounds good.
What we're doing in this moment, guys, is literally Sarah and I are just going to ask God, is there anything that you want to say to anyone? God has already spoken to Sarah with that word that she shared, but it might be there's like a really specific thing that he wants to encourage us with. The Bible calls that prophecy, but it really simply, it just means like an encouraging thing to say to someone. And if you're in the chat and you feel that God might be wanting to say something to somebody else, write that. Just as long as it's encouraging and it's uplifting to someone else, then please share that. So yeah, let's just wait on the Lord for a few minutes. Yeah, thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. Just invite you, Lord, to come and meet with everyone who's watching this live stream right now or watching it after. Or would you meet with them? Just felt like I had a picture of someone walking, running through like a corridor, and there was like doors kind of slamming on them in every direction that they went. It was like a door would slam, then they'd turn, and then another one would slam. It was just quite intense and quite frightening. And I just wonder if that's about anxiety, and whether there's someone right now that's just feeling like hemmed in, and like the anxiety is like a really big thing. Maybe that's something you've experienced before. Maybe you've never experienced that before, but it just feels like right now you're in that moment of feeling anxious. And I just felt it was like in that picture, a door shut and then like turning the other way, but then actually God being right there, just like ready to like scoop you up. Jesus just being like in that space and actually being like, you don't have to run anymore, like you don't have to hide, it's okay, I'm here and I'm with you, and I'm just like holding you. So I just want to pray into that, Lord. If that's from you, if there's anyone right now that is feeling that way, I just thank you, God, that you can bring light in darkness. You can bring peace where we can't bring peace for ourselves. And so I just pray, Lord, that you just if that is you, actually, just just give that to the Lord right now. Just say, God, I'm feeling really anxious. I'm feeling really worried. I feel like I don't have peace right now. And ask for his help. Ask for him to speak into that, and he will. Holy Spirit, I just pray that you would come and minister to that young person right now. Thank you, Lord.
Yeah. I had a picture of, I have this little plant in my office, and it used to be a plant that just had like a couple of leaves coming out of the bottom of the soil. And then at one stage, those leaves died, and I was like, oh no, the plant's dying. But then it grew taller and grew more leaves. And then those leaves died, and I was like, oh no, it's dying. But it grew taller, and then so now it's like a really tall stem with like a couple leaves, like some leaves at the top. And it almost felt like maybe somebody who, like, either there's stuff in life that feels like, oh no, that part of life is disappearing, or that thing or person has disappeared. Like, where's all the life gone? Where's the good things gone? But it was like, oh no, for you to get growth, you needed that bit to kind of die or fall off, and then there's growth, and then there's, and it's like a cycle. So yeah, I'll just pray in case there's anyone who that feels like it's them. Yeah, God, I just thank you that you are the ultimate gardener of our life. And if anyone listening that feels like that could be you, you feel like things in life are kind of disappearing or dying away, and you're wondering where the life's gone, I just invite you to ask God to be the kind of chief gardener of your life. God, I thank you that you know how to cut the right things off to bring more growth. Sometimes even it looks like you're cutting off the good things, but you know what we need when we need it, to help everything in our life flourish. And so, God, I just pray for that person that, Holy Spirit, would they know your presence really close, and would they be able to see, God, would you give them eyes to kind of see what you're doing in them and in their life, and to see the growth and the goodness that's coming from some of those things disappearing. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Awesome. Oh, I love it. Guys, we went a little bit off script there, but we want to do that if we feel like God might be wanting to say something or do something. We're just like, right, let's go with that. So hope that was encouraging. I hope you were meeting with the Lord there. Just to say, that isn't just a moment that's reserved for Tuesday nights or when you're at church. That anytime we can just sit and be like, I just want to meet with God right now, and we can ask the Holy Spirit to come and fill us and be with us, and He promises to do that. And so just really encourage you, like Sarah was saying before, just to spend that time with the Lord in this next coming week. So sweet. Just before we say goodbye, just to mention this Friday, oh my word, it's D-flippin' T-flippin' I. DTI, that didn't work quite as well in my head. So DTI is this weekend, not dreaming the impossible, streaming the impossible. So we're going to be online this Friday from 6:45. I think that's right. I'm pretty sure that's right. And Aaron was asking in the chat, is there any Zoom or Discord tonight? There's not going to be tonight, mate, but Friday and Saturday we're all going to be hanging on Zoom, and then in our sites as well. And it's going to be amazing. Honestly, you do not want to miss this. And this could be an amazing thing to invite your mates to. The DTI guys are incredible. And they're basically taking a whole summer festival and putting it into your hands, into your phone, your tablet, or whatever, into the living room. It's going to be so sweet, and we're super excited for it. Do not miss it. You need to sign up if you're going to come at dreamingtheimpossible.org, and then you'll get all the links for everything that's happening. But we'd love you to be there. We're super excited, and you're not going to be going on your own because all of Catalyst Youth is going. So join in with us, won't you? That's good. Awesome. I think that's everything from me. Sarah, thank you again for coming, sharing your wisdom.
Thanks for having me. Woo.
Oh, you were a hoot. It was great. Brilliant. Guys, we'll see you later. Thanks for coming. Wait, I get this thing up. Okay, we'll say bye-bye. Bye!
With surprises, have some fun. Come hang out with everyone. When we're all together, we're living the dream. Come hang out at the summer stream.